Hey friends, welcome back to the craft room. I am so glad that you are here. We are going to be working on a new quilt block, but this one is so cute and so easy, and I'm just really excited to show you, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. We are going to be working on the Starlets quilt. This one is by Modernly Morgan. I really love that obviously it has cute little stars, my all-time fave, but it has these kind of strips above the stars that really showcase all of the fun fabric she has in there. I was trying to think of a cute quilt pattern that I could use the summer bundle on. It's the newest bundle in the shop. A few of you have already snagged it, but they have relisted a few more. I was trying to think of a way that I could use all of those fabrics and have them still be cohesive and not like crazy over the top, but to be able to showcase each and every one of those fabrics. And then I saw that Starlets and I thought, perfect, match made in heaven. So in that bundle, there are 9 fabrics. I added this one. This is the grid green daisies. This pattern calls for 20 fat quarters, but I'm doing 10 half yards instead. So like I said, the bundle comes with 9, and I added this one to give me that even 10. But there's that one. There's that cutie pie. These are all so fun. And like I said, I think it showcases each and every one of these fabrics and lets them stand on their own, but it's not a busy quilt pattern that you lose stuff in or it looks overwhelming to the eye. Does that make sense? So cute. I love this one, obviously. Blue gingham. And last but not least, our little basil here. Let me get these up on the wall and we'll just kind of see how this looks up there. How cute is that? It's very cute. It's very cute. The answer is very cute. Let's run through one of these. Again, this is just a very simple star. This is going to be a quick one today, but what an impact and what a good way that all of those fabrics still mesh well, but they each stand on their own. All right, first up, these are tiny stars. So that means we use tiny squares. At first I thought, oh, why did I pick this one? But it actually turns out really cute, even though it's small, and I got over it. Here's our middles. I've got our corners here. Let's make a pink one. Why not? So we're gonna use our 4 rectangles here. These are the rectangles for these cute little points here. And then we're going to need 4 squares, because that will be 1, 2, 3, 4 to finish up that background. So we're literally making this star, and then afterwards we add this big old rectangle on there. I have drawn diagonals on all of my squares already, but these are going to go in each of the corners. These squares will overlap, so we can only do one corner at a time, but at least we can do all 4 of these corners at once. I like to batch as much as I can. And I did do, to get this far, I did 3 or 4 stars at a time, so it is easy to batch the batches. This is one that once you get the hang of it, you can definitely do more than 1 star at one time. All right, so all of those white squares are in the right-hand corner. I'm going to sew right on that diagonal, and then we will trim off the excess. Let's get that far, and then I'll check back in. There we have it, a seam right on that diagonal. I'm going to grab my scissors here and we're going to trim off that excess. We're going to leave a 1/4 inch seam allowance as always. That's just to make sure that that seam doesn't pull out, so don't cut too close. And then that leaves us the cutest little triangles. And for those of you that keep scraps, which most of the time I am, this is not a keepable scrap. Do not hold on to the tiny bits. I wouldn't even know what to do with triangles that tiny anyways. Oh my gosh, can you imagine sewing those together and making the babiest of the baby half square triangles? That honestly sounds like my nightmare. Let's not even pretend. I'm gonna go iron this open, but before I go, we need to iron gently. I cannot muscle through iron this time. So for these tiny little corners, I just need to make sure that I iron gently so they don't like stretch them and make them all wonky. Okay, now for realsies. I'll see you soon. Ooh, I was ever so gentle with my big giant man hands. That's a tune that I just made up. There is our first point. Now we are going to put them on the other side. So literally just repeating the same process, but we are adding the corner to the opposite side. Easy peasy. I don't think you need to watch me do that again. So let's transition through this and then they'll magically just be done. And there we have the cutest, tiniest little star points. I can say they're cute now that I'm not afraid of them. All right, let's lay this out before I just jump ahead and do whatever the heck I feel like, huh? We've got our middle square here. We'll put our points all the way around. And then those 4 squares are our corners to finish that background. Such a cutie. Love it. So there is our star. And then I'm going to grab our big old rectangle. And that goes on top. So just as a refresher for how I'm going to put this star together, I'm going to make 3 rows. This will be a row, this will be a row, and this will be a row. And then we'll sew rows together. And then that will give us an easy star. So let's put this star together and we'll go from there. It's so cute because it's so small and because it's pink. Oh my gosh, it makes me giggly. It's so cute. Look, friends, I can make small things. Yep, my hand's almost as big as that block, but I did it. Let's put this last piece together. It just goes right sides together. We're sewing this strip on. No! I lost bobbin chicken. What? That's like even that's an inch. I lost bobbin chicken by an inch. You pesky bobbin. All right. Confession time. That was literally my last full bobbin. So I need to like refill my whole stash of bobbins. So I like double lost bobbin chicken this time. So I'm not going to stress myself out for the inch. You get the idea. It should be sewn right there. But such a simple construction. And like I said, I think this is an excellent way that we can showcase this beautiful fabric without being too crazy. And I realize we got like a ketchup mustard scenario going on right here. But even with ketchup and mustard next to each other, it still looks good. You have to give this one a try. You have to. Love this Starlets one more time by Modernly Morgan. I will have this linked in the description, and I will have the summer bundle linked as well if you're interested. I like this bundle because it has a lot of different fabrics in it, but I think this would be cute for any of the bundles that I have in my shop that maybe only have 5 or 6. So there's my shameless plug for the quilt shop, because I don't know, I guess you got to do it every once in a while. Until Thursday, friends, where we will be working on another blockhead. Last time I showed you the next 3 blocks what we were working on. So act surprised, I guess. I will see you then. Bye, friends.